Talk Sports.
What up, TATS Nation? This is
Two Asians.
Talk Sports.
I'm Chef Lou.
Dirty Rice.
and the Complete Asian.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. This is TATS installment 22. Today is August 15th, 2018. You know where we're at.
Faux Labs.
Downtown Fayetteville.
So before we kick it off, I just want to say it feels good. We got the whole squad back today.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's been on like vacations and busy with their lives, so definitely feels good to have everybody back. So with that being said, what's the Mac facts?
Ooh. Yesterday, August 14th, Roy Williams, the safety that was drafted by the Cowboys back in like 02.
Mr. Deer
Celebrated his birthday. Mr.
He's got a lot of names.
Can't tackle.
He can hit you, but he can't cover. when he's got to cover, you know, they say he's got that, you know, deer in the headlight look. You know, it's like,
Yeah, like
he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, like they try to simplify it for him. You know, which is why, you know, what I was saying last week. You know, it's funny that, you know, it's his birthday this week.
Yeah.
But last week we were just talking about, you know, make football violent again. Williams, I mean, that's all he was good for. Once the sport changed,
Hitting, yeah. He was all
like,
hit.
he was out of his comfort zone. You know, like he didn't know what to do. So, Mr. Williams.
But he was definitely a fan favorite, I guess. You know, he was kind of because he always like I don't know. I think one of the bad things he always did was he always did a horse collar. Then jeez, but yeah, that's
I mean,
fine.
if you can't hit him straight up, if he got to chase you.
It took me until today to remember Roy Williams.
Yeah.
You don't
No way.
I mean, I remember him being a big hitter.
Uh-huh.
It took me till you guys were really reminiscing about him, right? This
Yeah.
you guys talked about him on our chat yesterday. We looked at the clips, and still, and as much football as I watch and love and everything, like he just didn't, because he had like 3 good seasons, maybe.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They were like decent.
I don't think he was ever considered like an elite safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, he was an elite personality.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it
yeah.
was for the time that he was
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
league. So really, that's what it
People
was.
love them. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So what else you got?
Oh man. Also on the 14th, you know the world's fastest man, Usain Bolt.
I thought that was Andy.
I mean, we can set that up. We can set that up.
Smoke me that from me. All this belly.
I got lose my belly too.
You got to put like a.
Yeah, we're on 2 right now.
Yeah, wrong Usain.
Yeah, Usain Bolt, man, he right there. That's his pose.
Hey, you know what's funny is like I just noticed this as we were going through it yesterday. You know where it says Bolt, that's where your number's supposed to be.
I think he changed it.
Like, is he
Is
the
it
only
Photoshop?
one that
Is it
has
Photoshop?
his
I don't
name
know.
on it?
That's from the Rio games too, you know, right there. It's from 2016 too.
I mean, he's already a champion. Let him give him what he wants. If he wants his name on it, let him.
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it.
yeah.
you
He's
know,
just
it's-
like, I don't need a number. Bolt, they know. They know.
One name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was his third 100. I mean, the 14th was his third 100 meters. Gold. 3 Olympics in a row.
Like
It's 12 years of dominance.
Yeah, 12 years of dominance
I do have
in
to
that
ask,
event.
is that his legal born last name? Like legit?
Maybe.
Bolt.
Yeah,
Like, man, what a great last name.
I could believe it.
I mean, I'm not looking at his birth certificate.
The
but
only-
that's what he's using on the record there.
He's
So.
on the record.
The only other person with a name close to that is that singer Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
You know? No, but yeah, 12 years dominance, and a couple days later, another he won 3 years in a row gold on the 200 meters, and then a couple days later he won with a team.
Right.
Oh,
The
really?
4 by 100 gold medal 3-3.
And he ran the anchor in the last one.
I think he was second or
Right.
third. No,
Second
no.
leg?
He was second or third, I think.
The last time he ran it.
Oh, okay.
I think the last time
Okay.
they made him the anchor.
Or
They didn't want
maybe.
to wear him out.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
That was the last like race. It was for the gold, and I'm pretty sure he ran anchor that one.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
it
yeah.
was his last.
He retired after that.
No, it was his last for that Olympics.
Yeah, yeah.
So that he could run it out. But you know, during the other earlier rallies, he was running in the middle because, and he was giving them big leads there. So.
Yeah, he was breaking them.
Oh man, It's a real cool advantage. All right, so what else you got?
Also, today, August 15th, was the last. Nolan Ryan, the Ryan Express, pitched for a couple teams. The last one was with the Rangers.
7 no-nos.
Yeah, man, this guy's a legend. But yeah, in 1993 today.
Here's Ventura, RBI single in the first. Watch out.
This is what I remember most.
Look at this.
So Ventura got all of here knotted up, right? So he was just walking around with ice packs up here. Right? He gave it a face. Watch
Watch it again.
Watch the beam. He's like, oh, this is, you know what?
Look at this.
Like, you know what? I would have kept my helmet.
Look, man. He's on the top of that head. Look, he's like this.
He's like, he
He's not even throwing shit.
down. Palmero.
I don't know. I think he's probably on the top. There's some names in this.
I know, Palmero. There's a.
Hey, so the only one still currently playing is Palmero. What, Cactus League?
Frank Thomas. I saw Frank Thomas right there.
But look at Ventura. Everybody else is beefing.
I don't know who that guy is, but it looks like he wants some.
The Yasiel Puig fight yesterday was better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's like
Ryan probably just got a fresh cut
He
too,
got
man.
a
Then he got lined
up.
Anyways, Chef, what you got cooking in the loser's corner?
Oh, man, we were just talking about this guy. A couple weeks ago, Mr. NBA Lifestyle. He just had a kid, with one of the Kardashians. And then there was a report, he recently threw a camp. And there was a lot of stuff written in there like, oh, man, like, yeah, he couldn't wait to get out of it. He was going to handsy with this woman, this guy is kind of like exactly what NBA Lifestyle is about, right? But
Unfortunately for the wives.
but the bad thing is, this is the bad thing. Like we know that goes on in the NBA, right?
But Will got 2 girlfriends.
Well, it
And
happens.
they're okay with it.
They're okay.
Both know about each other.
But this is the problem with the way
They live
Tristan is
together.
doing it is he keeps getting caught.
Is he getting caught or is he like, yo, Chloe, I'm gonna go cheat on you? She's like, okay, thanks for giving me the heads up. You know what I mean? Thanks for not letting me find out.
He's definitely getting caught. This guy's just not very smart. I know this happens, but last time they caught him, they got the video of him. TMZ got the video of him making out 2 random broads in the nightclub. So it's like.
Is it his fault or is it these hoes' fault? These thirsty hoes.
Well,
Takes 2 to tango. He ain't kissing himself.
And they know he's mad. They know it's Chloe's man. Why they hate on Chloe?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Kardashians. See what you're doing?
Those
Kiki, do you have things?
those girls are they're what they thought they're hitting Chloe by proxy. You know what I mean?
They're
It's like
Eskimo
indirect.
sisters. They're Eskimo sisters.
It's indirect. You know what I mean?
That's so messed up.
It's
man.
like punching her and
She
getting
just
away with
dropped
it.
a photo today too, like on TMZ, and they were like, Chloe's curves are back, but it looks like she just got injected with collagen until they got bored. Like they were just in there like. And
Yeah, the
just in there,
Kardashians
because
are
it looks
something
so
else.
fake. It looks so fake. It's so
Kardashians
bad.
are definitely
like,
something else.
Too much is a real thing. Too much is a real thing. Too much plastic surgery. All that is real. Is real.
All right. So the bigger loser this week is Washington Nationals.
Oh man.
So they're already having a destructive season. So they
They're
suffer.
third, right? They're third in the standings.
Yeah, like third in
They're
the
probably like
standings.
7 games out now.
Yeah,
Like that?
they're probably too far
They're
out.
Yankee status.
Back
that
to
strike
back
3 pitch or that
walk-off losses.
put away
Here we go.
pitch.
It's the
Man.
first
Get
one.
that third out.
This was on Sunday.
This is when Scherzer
this
pitched
is
a gem.
David Bote.
Bote.
David Bote. It's David Bote. Or Bodie. It's David Bodie.
Bodie.
He knew it. Jack Flip.
Said,
Oh no!
he's flying. He's in the Eagles.
So people who don't understand baseball, he was down to the last strike. They already have 2 outs.
And he was a pitch hitter.
He was a pitch hitter. This is the only way they could win. This is the only result that will make them win the game.
Yeah, if you looked at like probability for winning, it was like
Young will lead off for St. Louis in the
And this is
half.
this is the next day.
There's a long one in the left. Get
The
up,
Jong.
baby. Get up.
That's
Get
a cool
up.
name.
Get
The
up.
Jong.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Jong.
Hey, baby, you want to see my
Winner on a
Jong?
home run
The Jong.
of the night by Paul DeYoung, the Cardinal shortstop.
I hate to be so
Pittsburgh team has been
sexist and versus that, but I mean, what
He
can you say
touches
about
them all.
I give you the Jong now, or I give you the Jong later?
It's like Harry Kane, you know. So
Yeah. Harry Kane and Paul DeJong, they should not hang out together.
there'll be a lot of
There'll be a
jokes.
Harry DeJong.
Harry DeJong.
That's what they're gonna put the reservations on there.
Be like, who's it for? Harry the Jong. Be like, who? Don't worry about it. Harry the Jong.
Oh man.
All right, so we're gonna start off today with, in case you missed it, and right now football's back. So, what did you guys like from week 1? Andy, you want to start?
Man, you know, like, I picked this before, so I'm consistent, all right? But seeing Kirk Cousins finally get some live action, and then the connection with Diggs, like, I think there's going to be a lot of that this year. I know Thielen is the lead receiver there, but I think he'll probably go to Diggs a little bit more. I think he likes that connection a little bit better. So, I mean, I'm super excited about that. Can't wait.
What about Dalvin Cook coming back though? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's only
Yeah.
going to help. But is he going to start the season? Do you know if he's going to be ready week 1, or is he going to come like, you know, a few weeks in?
I'm not sure.
He could take the 4 weeks off, and I think they'll still be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, again, you know, like,
But
you know,
yeah, that's
you know,
a-
last season's last season, you know, but I mean, you bring back almost the same defense, which was really good. You know, you were pretty much a quarterback away, so now you get a legit quarterback, and you get your running back as
Yeah.
well. You know, Latavius Murray is not a bad running back, same defense, which was really good. He is, you know, a step down from.
Would you say so? Kirk Cousins, how much of a step up is he from?
Keenum? Was it Keenum?
Case
Keenum,
Yeah.
Case Keenum.
Oh, it's a huge setup, and it's ironic because they met week 1 preseason, and Keenum did what Keenum does, you know, like, and I think they just.
I don't want to hate on him. I think he had a really good season last year. I thought he carried him well. He won me some fantasy money.
Hey, that's all that matters.
He had a few weeks stretch in there where he was like 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. He did really well in that system. Denver is a different system with a very soft offense based around the run. So, and then you have 2 receivers who are supposedly really, really good.
Sanders and
you know,
Thomas.
The verdict is out on DT. Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, I will say, is a quality receiver. He still had 998 yards or something like that last year. So,
Yep.
So he does the best with what he has, but not having a running game is gonna be difficult in Denver. You know what I mean? What did you like, Sam, on the Larry Fitzgerald stuff?
Oh no, but Larry Fitzgerald, that's what I'm looking forward to this season. Just see if he could bring it. Still, you know, how old is he? Like this was 14th year.
Yep.
Man, he's still playing like
He still got hands.
Yeah, he still doesn't drop a ball.
He probably is the best, still like quality receiver in the
Like
league.
route runner, like finesse. You know, like he's not
Finesse.
super athletic or anything.
And he's good
not.
in the red zone. He's money in
Oh
the
yeah,
red zone.
he's a huge target. You
Yeah.
know.
But so is Julio Jones, but he's not money in the red zone like Fitz is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, Fitz is very underrated. You know, last year he started off for me. He won me the first 4 weeks of my fantasy league, and then I traded him because I knew that rest and that, you know what I mean? Like, you knew, like, you know,
It was gonna catch up.
football is really, you know, over 16 weeks is really only 3 seasons
People
in
figure it
football.
out.
You know, you have your first quarter, which is the first 4 to 6 games to see where you're going to be at. You know, there's not a lot of trades in football.
Yeah.
Football is really, I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Tell me about,
Because that playbook is like this big.
but you only run out 40 plays, 50 plays. You know, they have the playbook's this big, but the sheet that they come out with is one, and then they have
But it's
scenarios.
huge and it's back.
Yeah, they have scenarios for everything. You know, 2-minute drills, 30 seconds left on the clock.
And
Down
the
30
only person who can mess that up
is the coach.
is Jason Garrett.
You know what's funny? It's color coordinated, and he still messes it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
Man, I wish
Yeah.
I wish Troy was here, but he's currently in Ohio.
Plays with his legs, and when it's not there, he's throwing the football away.
Exciting.
Plenty of time. The throw over the middle is dropped.
And Joku looks really good.
Or it's
Well,
caught.
he might be a
David
good
Njoku with
sleeper
his
pick,
second
'cause I know nobody
touchdown
has
of the
him.
night. So Baker Mayfield caps a
So we
drive
don't know
for
how
a touchdown for
Cleveland's
Cleveland.
Cleveland's
And
offensive line
Njoku
and the first 4 games of
has
the season for
both
them
touchdown
are rough.
catches for the Browns.
So we'll see. You know, they got a rookie quarterback.
So the thing I liked is, if you have to see, that was not his first read. So,
Okay.
I mean, that's a lot of the struggles that quarterbacks transitioning to the big leagues, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'll use a perfect example, Dak, right? He has problems if the first option is not there, which is why he's not a great quarterback, which is why defenses are just going to dare him to throw it. With Mayfield, early on, I mean, yes, granted, it's preseason. We don't want to put too much into it, but he's shown in college, and he's shown it here already that, hey, you know what? First option's not there. I can go down the line. Like, you know, like, as a quarterback, it's you have to be the most intelligent guy. You have to go through the process. He's up there. Okay, who's next? Who's next? You got to know where they're at. So, you know, for him to be able to display that already tells me that, hey, he's probably worthy of the #1 pick, and I'm pretty excited about, you know, the Browns this year. You know, I was high on them before, and I'm, you know, this just proved my hype.
Yeah, man, you put too much stock in like,
So happy. So happy. Go in. Go in. I wanted to call him out so bad.
Come on, man. But he's sipping the Kool-Aid already, man. That's like he's already bought in. I mean, like.
Hey, where's my jersey, man? Somebody send it in.
Hey, side note, we were playing basketball the other day. He was shooting threes, yelling Trey Young. This guy.
You were shooting like Trey Young?
No, he was calling Trey. He was like, Trey Young.
What are they saying?
He needs to know the rest of the story. He needs to know. Yeah, exactly. I missed it. I think I airballed that. Like, it was really off.
But he was saying it in a good way because it was up when he said it.
No, I say it all the time.
You know what I mean? He's consistent,
When
though.
I shoot a nasty free throw, I'm like Dwight Howard.
He's consistent. You know, that's one thing you can say. He either believes in the person or he doesn't.
He just throws him under. He's like he ain't ready.
I'm not flippy floppy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, and you know we give you that much credit. That's probably why you're good at poker.
Yeah,
You know, you're consistent, and you know what. Even if you're wrong,
even when you're wrong, you're right.
because your process.
Yeah.
Because it's true. If you follow your process, you're gonna be better off more often than not. So, but Baker Mayfield, I'll just say this. Like, I don't believe anything until he's done it for 10 games, 16 games. Like, Garoppolo, I'm still not. I'm a Patriots guy, so obviously, like, I want to believe the hype around for 6 games. You know what I mean? Like, why are we anointing people? I remember when we were like, we ain't saying nothing good about this quarterback for 2 years. So they, you know, rookie slumps, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, man, Baker got some way to go.
Yeah.
I'm too old to put stock in a rookie.
I know,
I'm too old, man. Like, if I was investing on the stock market, you would be in a bull. You're bullish on it, you know, and I'd be a bear.
But you gotta believe in the hype. You gotta believe in the hype. See, not everybody pans out. I mean, I
Yeah. But you want to see him do well.
I want to see him do well for Cleveland.
Ah, man, I don't know, man. I mean,
What do you think? Just what do you think? It's okay to say.
if I had to guess, I think he'll have a good season.
What do you give him the record for Cleveland?
About 4
wins?
3, 4.
Where
Yeah,
you
about
at?
4 wins.
Man, I think they can get to 8-8.
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
It's a wide open division right now.
if he plays the whole season, I say he throws for about 3,600 yards.
Okay, that's a fair number.
Yeah, you know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying?
that.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so a good one that I actually want to talk about, not because of what he did, but just because I think he is the AL MVP, is Mookie Betts. So Mookie Betts hits for the cycle. Andy, can you tell me what a cycle is?
Yeah, a cycle is whenever you're right.
That's through the hole for a big shot.
No, it's when you
Mookie
hit
pulling a single between Solarte and Diaz.
There is that changeup, but guess what? You know, changeups just don't fool Mookie. He's as good as I've ever seen. As a guy that rarely gets out on his front foot when a guy throws him a changeup.
He let out the game with one.
Yep. What was that? Is that the double?
No, that's the triple.
It's off the back of the wall.
This is the one Perron missed.
Yeah.
This is the hardest. I mean, there's a lot of players that have a single, double, and a home run, but the triple.
Yeah,
This is always the hardest.
you gotta have
If you're in a big park like San Francisco or you know what I mean, like someplace like that,
And who's the place
Oakland,
that has
Because you
triple alley?
expect him
probably
to
Oakland.
make that catch.
Like
Hit it on the
Arizona
side
too?
of his
Arizona?
San Diego, I guess.
Maybe San Diego. It's gonna be Petco, which they don't call Petco anymore.
Standing on third
It'll be
base
one of
with
those 3 parks, like Oakland, San
triple.
Francisco, or
Like
Petco, San Diego.
Down the line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Toward the wall.
That's the double.
That's the double.
Because he hit it to the
Betts
left
is heading into
side.
second base.
Yeah.
Look at him go, man.
I know, man. He's
The thing
always
is, like,
hustling.
you know, like, he doesn't look like a big dude.
He's not.
But I mean, like that's what baseball is missing nowadays.
He's Ted Williams. He's Ted
guys
Williams,
like
man.
this that hits it all over the place. You know what do they call it? Put the ball in play, right? Like it's all about hitters.
But he's that complete 5-2 player. He can run, he can steal, he can catch,
the double.
You know what I mean?
Man, yeah.
So now he's just missing the home run.
Here's the home run.
Here's the home run. Wow, man, he knew it. He knew it.
But yeah, he stopped.
Look at that score. Look at that score. It was 8-4. He's over here sitting for like
Yeah, in the losing cause.
Yeah, and it's what first cycle this year?
Yeah, first cycle this year. First for Boston since 2015.
Who was the last one? For like Pedroia?
No, some guy named Brock Holt.
You know Brock Holt?
Yeah. He was a leadoff hitter.
Brock Holt also, he still plays with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing today. He's actually good. His low was 450 right now. I mean, he's a good backup
He knew
player.
right away. He knew right away.
7th home run of the season.
Yeah, and he's the third leadoff hitter for the Red Sox. He's
Well,
the
all
third.
Mookie Betts. I'll just say this. He's my AL MVP. Matt Carpenter is my NL MVP. If I had to give a backup, it would be AL Jose Ramirez and then Mike Trout. I feel bad for Mike Trout because he's so consistent, but he's the LeBron of baseball. And you know what I mean? There's always somebody that just has that year, no matter how good he is.
I think it has to be Mookie this year. I mean, not only does he have the stats, but
got the
the
winning
Red
team.
Sox have the wins. I mean, like I was looking. I think it was around the horn. They're like, what happens first? Sox 115 wins or Orioles 115 losses?
Yeah.
So I mean, they're thinking that the Sox will go that many games over 100.
Yeah, I mean, they're a very strong team, top to bottom. I mean, Jackie Bradley hits in the 8th and the 9th hole all the time. They have a really
He's
solid
the
team.
weak part, and Bradley can hit.
He can hit, he can run,
But
he can
sometimes
steal.
he does have
he
those
plays great
streaks,
defense. You know, and but he's a streaky hitter like Justin Upton. You know what I mean? I really respect the Red Sox this year. Justin Upton's on a tear right now too. He's had a 5-game stretch like an MVP. So I don't know, man. It's just Boston is in it to win it. Mookie's that AL MVP, and I just want to give a shout out to Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor in Cleveland.
You know what I mean? Because the dude has, the record right now is 37 home runs with J.D. Martinez of the Boston Red Sox, and Lindor's at 29. So I mean, Lindor is
A leadoff hitter.
He's 160, 180 pounds.
Yeah.
Soaking wet, 5'8".
Switch hitter too.
Yeah, and switch hitter. And he plays the most difficult position in baseball at shortstop. So to be right out there with the big boys, I just wanted to throw him a little love because he's an amazing player.
No, Lindor's a good guy.
All right, so
All right.
what do we got next coming up, boys? Let's see here. Ronald Guzman de los Nueva York Yankees.
Yeah.
The Yankees. Los Yankees.
So Guzman's a rookie for the Rangers. He
Oh,
had
he
his
was against the
family.
Yankees.
I think he grew up in the Bronx.
Oh,
He
yeah?
had his family in attendance in New York. They said growing up, everybody hates the Yankees. So maybe he's not from the Bronx.
So he'd be a Mets fan.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, growing up. So he said to be able to do this.
But from the Bronx, you should be a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
Unless you're on the
he's
other
from
side
the
of the, what do we call that?
Growing
South
up from
train
the Bronx.
whatever.
Hey,
Nah, that's Queens. That's going on
Oh,
towards
the
Long
other side.
Island.
So that would be Mets fan. So it doesn't make sense for him not to be a Yankees
Yeah,
fan.
let's find out.
Hey, Juan, can
find out where he
you
grew
see
up.
where Ronald Guzman grew up?
Right,
Yeah.
keep going though. What
Yeah,
about
yeah.
3 home runs.
3 home runs off Yankees pitching, never done before by a rookie. He hit 2 off of Tanaka,
Oh yeah. Masahiro.
Masahiro.
How was my pronunciation?
I have no idea.
Pretty good. Like,
Masahiro.
I think
Is
you're
that how you
almost,
say
you're
it?
almost qualified
Almost.
to be a Japanese translator.
I'm gonna be a complete agent. Instead of a complete agent, I'll be the complete agent. All right. So once Juan updates us, we'll get back to that. So Felix Hernandez loses his spot in the Mariners rotation. Sam,
Yeah.
Is he,
It's a risk.
we can always go back.
Yeah. You get the clip?
Oh, I was just moving through for time's sake. I apologize. We can go to the Felix. We'll just move to Felix.
Ronald Guzman coming up. And here's a ball driven high and deep into right field. Robinson back to the wall here. He leaps and he can't get it. I think he basically hit that exactly where.
5-1 Rangers lead as we go to the top of the 6th inning. San Guzman hammers this ball. Where will that one land? Way out there to center field. A massive bomb by Guzman. The Rangers extend the lead. Yeah, they are the Guzmans.
It's 5-1, 6-1 now.
What a night for the Ronald
Ronald Guzman fan base, they may have to travel to all of the road games for
7th, and that brings Ronald Guzman to the plate.
3 solo shots.
Guzman
That
shoots
one was
one
just
down
luck,
the
huh?
left field line.
Nah, man, that's opposite field, man. That's gonna put some power.
But if you look at what it swings at, it looks like he just caught the end of the
That's
bat.
how strong he is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate. It was great. It's 3 home runs.
Opposite field.
I probably could never hit one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be lucky if it went out the infield.
For real.
But yeah. So
I'll
you
do that
know,
with one hand. Infield.
another guy that we're very familiar with, you know, because I'm from Texas, Felix Hernandez, King Felix.
King.
You know, they've been saying they gave him that nickname. I don't mean to cut you off. I never understood it.
Look at that picture.
Look at all the K's.
Look at all the K's. Look at all the yellow shirts. All the yellow shirts are for Felix.
Is it Felix the cat?
You
Felix,
know, I
King
just never
Felix?
got it, man. He was good for like 2 seasons.
No, he was not.
Nah,
good.
he's
He
been
was very-
he's been pretty. He has a lot of strikeouts. That's
yeah,
what
he was dominant for
A lot of
probably a good 5
Yeah.
to 7 year stretch, somewhere between there. I wish Michael was on. Check me on that, Michael. Probably have to give me an L today, but you know it's all right.
The thing is, he
I remember.
hasn't played on very many good teams.
That doesn't stop you from knowing pitchers, man. Pitchers are unique. Like Chris Sale played for the White Sox.
He plays out west. You know, you probably fall asleep
Tough division.
before his game fucking starts.
I mean, you gotta be fair to me. I mean, I pretty much know baseball. I
Yeah,
play
yeah.
that whole Mookie Betts, Red Sox. I have some knowledge of baseball. You gotta be fair. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even remember 2 good seasons not because of where he plays, but because maybe his impact wasn't enough. I know he was good when he first came on, but strikeouts, you know.
Yeah, he's a strikeout guy, man.
I like people who learn how to pitch. Like Clayton learned how to pitch. Like he was a strikeout guy, and then he learned how to pitch to contact, soft contact. You know, I like the artistry of pitching, and I think that's where a lot of these pitchers.
Yeah, you can't always throw Ks. I mean, you just throw a lot of pitches. I mean, it's like, you know, Darvish. I know I use a lot of Dallas, Texas references
That's
because
your
that's,
team.
that's
That's
where I
who you
grew
are.
up, you know. But Darvish, you know, he could never make it out of the 5th inning. You know, he's throwing like 116 pitches, got like 13 strikeouts, but we're up 1-0. You know, and we got to get him out. You know, so yeah, I mean, like it's an end of a run for Felix.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, like this man just has had to make tough choices.
Now
this
look at
year.
that. Look at that. Between 2009 and 2014, he's had. I mean, like his ERA was always between like 2.14 and 3.4.
So and he said 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah. So like
stretch.
periods right there. Yeah. I mean,
Well, you said 5 to 7.
5 to
I
7.
said
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
So what's the happy medium?
yeah. No. He had only 1 year of really like he had 19 wins. That was his highest. But he's had
Yeah,
really,
but like,
really good
they
year.
haven't had a lot of good teams. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
they
they
haven't
had
had a good
A-Rod, but I mean, look what happened to the Rangers when they only had A-Rod, right?
Yeah.
Can't win with just one guy, right? So,
Yeah.
And they all need to call Billy Bean.
Billy B.
And analytics, man.
And Mr. Analytics.
True, right? It's all about the analytics.
Hey, man, Jason Worth said, those nerds don't know how to play baseball.
Yeah. Sooner or later, I mean, why don't they just run computers out there and let them play?
It's the most like.
But then again, this is a guy without a job, so, you know.
Nah, he's retired though. You know what I mean?
Well, he didn't get a job. That's why he retired.
He's had a good run.
He had a good run.
He's had a
We're not
good
talking
run.
about Jason Worth. We're talking about Felix Hernandez being moved to a closing role or to a
He's-
No,
reliever
he's
role.
gonna be
No, the
long
update.
receiver.
The update is he's moving to either a reliever or a closing
No,
role.
he's gonna be really. I don't think they have the Edwin Diaz.
They said they moving to a closing role. He'd be good for one inning throwing heat.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
You know what I
they
like
find
about
ways
him
to
then?
use him.
Extra large jersey. Extra large.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Why don't we move on to some really fun stuff that I thought should have been in Loser's Corner?
All right.
Mike D'Antoni. Or D'Antoni. It's D'Antoni.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
just Antony. No D.
It's just Antony.
I know y'all know
No
that.
defense. No
I
defense.
know
No
y'all know
defense.
that.
Jalen Rose. Was it
That's
Jalen
right.
Rose?
That's right.
Jalen Rose said that, right?
I forgot what he
I
said.
think it was Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose or Reggie Miller, one of them. I think it's Jalen Rose. So, D'Antoni says, what?
He says, you know, with, you know, Melo just officially, even though we know for like 2 or 3 weeks already that he was going to Houston, that this time in Houston, it's going to be different. When they went to New York, it was championship expectations.
What's different?
He was the star. He was supposedly the star.
He was the star.
He had more clout. He was the guy on the team.
He was the guy. And then they said, like, he said at one point, Anthony told, I don't know, the GM or the boss, like, hey, it's either me or him. as referring to D'Antoni. So they're saying, yeah, there was never any bad blood. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Sam, what do you think? Is it different this time?
I think so. Yeah. Come on. It's how many years difference has it been? It's been like 6 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, 2012 maybe. Yeah. Everybody's changed, people change.
What evidence has Melo shown you that he's changed? What evidence has Melo given you that he's changed?
No, I mean
he's got a red jersey on.
It's gonna be different because he's not the guy. He's gonna be a compliment and not. You know what I mean?
But just last year, he wasn't the guy.
Yes.
He was a compliment, and he's like, I'm not doing that again. And then he came with the excuse that, I didn't have enough time in training camp.
It's gonna be different, man. He's not the same guy, man. I don't know.
Why you like Melo so much?
Cause man, he's
Why
an entertainer.
Jersey right now?
Yeah.
Why?
I like Melo, man. I've always liked Melo. He just always seems like he was having fun,
He does always seem like he's having fun. If there was an NBA player to hang out with, it would be him.
Yeah.
Him or Tristan Thompson. That was for Andy.
I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble if I hang out with Tristan, man.
Right, we all are. Guys that don't have girlfriends will get in trouble with other girls because there'll be too many at the spot.
Hey, welcome to the NBA lifestyle, guys.
For real, man. All right, so Andy, let me ask you this: you're on the other side of this than Sam. You think it won't work? Yeah. Is it like Anthony's gonna get a free $2 million and get cut mid-year, or is he gonna make it through the season?
He'll make it through the season. They're not going to cut him. They're going to find ways to use him, whether it's like, downsizing his minutes. Who does he pair with well?
Right now, though, you're talking about downsizing his minutes?
Yeah.
And I think with the lineup they have, who's better than him at forward to start?
Well, nobody, but the thing is, I don't think they can start him. He has to come off the bench because,
Because why?
There will be no defense.
Yeah.
And then also, if you do that, they'll have nobody coming off the bench.
That can score?
Well, Gordon needs help off the bench.
Okay.
Right? Again, so, going back, like I said it before, Houston got worse this offseason. They did not get better. They didn't stay the same. They got worse by losing Trevor Ariza. A lot of people think that's no, that's all right. He played defense.
Yeah, he's.
And losing Balmute. So I think we'll see a few spots drop in the standings. They're not going to finish number 1. I don't even know if they finish number 2.
Yeah.
But for sure,
Lakers number
they're
1.
not going to be. They're not taking Golden State to Game
Lakers.
7.
The Mavericks finishing number 1, right?
What if they miss the playoffs? What if they miss the playoffs?
They won't miss the playoffs.
No? Okay.
No,
That's
that's
good.
impossible.
Hey, man, good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
One's got to go.
You too.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet
All
you.
right, get your computer fixed, sir.
Good to meet you.
All right, see you. Good to meet you.
All right, so follow-up question to that.
Yep.
Was he worth $2 million, or should he have went for more?
They're just ring chasing now.
What about you?
$2 million. He's still getting the other 20-some from who cut him.
Yeah, but still, it's $2 million. What do you think about him signing for $2 million?
He should have got more, man. He should have.
Right, he should have. Right.
Man.
It's the NBA right now.
I know, man. You're trying to get paid.
NBA just opening. There was a money ceiling, and they just opened it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that was a weak. I think it was a weak signing because Houston didn't get better in any aspect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Then Golden State has DeMarcus Cousins just sitting on the bench for injury, and when he comes back, he's just gonna smash people.
Just waiting for playing a big.
Yeah.
That's when he'll come in when they have to play against an actual traditional 5.
Yeah, Golden State's not gonna be in trouble until they see Boston in the finals.
And that's guaranteed.
That's guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
All right, ready? We gotta move on.
I love that.
So, Clippers dropped Bruce Bowen after comments about Kawhi. Is that right or wrong, Sam?
That's dirty. I mean, he was just giving an honest opinion about the situation. You know what I mean? About the San Antonio situation.
He also spoke well of the organization and poorly against Kawhi.
Yeah.
Are they San Antonio using him as a scapegoat?
Kawhi or
no? Bruce Bowen saying he's the reason Kawhi left because of his words.
That Kawhi left?
Yeah, because the whole thing is about his comments about Kawhi, right?
Mm-hmm.
he basically aired him out, said he's done. The organization's great, the way it chooses their players. And San Antonio let him go as a consultant or whatever he was doing for them, or they're announcing. He was like one of their announcers or whatever, right?
No, the Clippers let him go.
The Clippers, yeah. That's why I was confused. Yeah. That's why I was kind of confused. Like, whoa.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the Clippers let Bruce Bowen go because the Clippers are going to be chasing Kawhi in the off season, and they don't want. You know what I'm saying?
I feel dumb that I read that wrong.
No, it's cool. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know why I thought it said Spurs.
They wanted to dump him
on Tats
because the Clips, were chasing Kawhi.
Yeah.
They were gonna oh man, this guy was talking crap, we can't have him around. He's bad. He's bad. You know what I mean?
Pretty tough though. What do you think?
See, so for the exact reason, your last 45 seconds there is exactly why that is the right move.
No,
I mean, think about it, right? So let's just say you were talking trash, about Daniel, right? When Daniel comes to your team, I mean, that's gonna be awkward. Right? They'll be like, oh, well, hey, we're cool. Talking
smack though. We're gonna have a what was the situation in Chicago?
Someone's gonna get punched.
A former Razorback.
Bobby
giving somebody the business.
And then somebody's gotta get traded. Someone's gotta get traded
to New Orleans.
No, I think that's the right move, man. At the end of the day, this guy's a big fish. He's not just like, oh, it's some scrub we're gonna sign for 5 minutes. No, this is the guy.
I can see that, but I'm just saying it's dirty that they did that.
I agree.
It's dirty.
Business.
It is, but it's dirty. It's dirty. It's just business. Yeah.
Because sometimes in business you have to make business decisions, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's their business. I would just say if he doesn't come, you may have wasted a great defensive coach or somebody that could help team on the back end. Just teaching players how to be good players, how to be part of the organization. And even for Kawhi, him being there and being real and honest may have been something Kawhi needs because he listens to his uncle maybe a little too much. From what we can tell in the media and how things are reported.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think anybody is going to get privileged information on him. We're just going to have to go through the grapevine, I'm
about to read the next one here, and this one is actually pretty cool. Is Tiger back? How significant is it for the sport? Is he washed up? Is he a has-been? Or does he still got it? Andy.
Man, I hate to say this, but I got to defer to Sam, because this is something, golf, I don't really understand it.
Really?
I don't watch very much of it. I just like driving the ball.
All the other stereotypes you feel, and you don't feel the golf one.
No, I don't, But, before we kick it over to Sam, I will say
the
restaurant, that before,
but he doesn't.
That before, Tiger went down, with the whole,
the wife hitting the golf club and
before that whole scandal, Tiger was golf. When you think golf, you think Tiger Woods.
Even now, though, people
he still is. He's still the biggest show.
Yeah.
So I think with him back, it will make the sport great again, in my opinion. Even though there's some new stars that have came up, but Tiger can still be that guy, even if he is washed up.
Name 3 golfers because you don't watch golf that are newer, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Jordan Spieth.
Jordan
Spieth.
Go ahead.
Under Armour guy.
Who else?
Happy Gilmore. No,
Brooks Koepka.
No, I don't know none of the new guys. Honestly, Jordan's probably the youngest guy I know. I heard of
John
him.
Ram. He has a great name.
Yeah, that's a great name.
My favorite guy, though. My favorite young. I mean, he's.
Is it Rory?
Rory? No, man. He hasn't won a big one.
Oh.
Big tournament, but Ricky Fowler, man.
You like Ricky Fowler? I think you just like the way he dresses.
Yeah, he got
Ricky got swag out there.
Yeah. I like Ricky Fowler.
If you were gonna be someone who hasn't won a major, you want to be Ricky Fowler. He's always in it. He's always fresh as hell. You know what I mean? He got. Remember when Adidas did the Color Wave clothing? That's his. The sneakers. Yeah, that's his clothing. He does no, he doesn't do Adidas color. But I'm saying that's the way he the purples and the blue. He rocks Color Wave type of gear.
So he's like the rock star of golf.
No.
He's because golf, how they dress on the golf course, is
so boring,
man.
I mean, so everybody's got golf pants and a polo.
And he does too, but his will be like the color of it or the way it's styled, or he'll have fresh hat and fresh shoes.
Yeah, like flat bill.
Yeah.
Man, I want to see somebody ripped and it come in a tank top.
Chun, you're gonna put me on personal training. I'm gonna sign up for the Back Nine Golf Academy in Bentonville, and then we're gonna win. I know I've wanted to forever. to join I've always wanted to go learn to play golf. All right, so
but seriously,
is he back?
Will he? I mean, he ain't gonna be back to like pre-wife beating his SUV or whatever. But he'll.
At least he didn't say him wife beating. But go ahead. Continue.
But
Way to recover.
I think he'll still be good.
How many majors? The record is 19. If 18 is the tie, he needs 4 to match 18.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough because he's getting up.
So that's Masters,
in
right?
age.
Master.
No, any of the 4 majors. So the PGA Tour Championship, the Augusta National,
Masters, PGA, US Open.
the US Open, and there's one more.
The Open, the British Open.
The British Open. There you go. Yeah, the original.
You got it.
So
I can do it.
Now, see, the thing is, the next one is until next year now.
yeah, so he has a whole year.
So it's a whole nother
Yeah,
year.
And you won't
be
see
fine.
him. You won't see him for a whole year.
Yeah.
So he'll be rested up. He'll come back. I think there's a resurgence here. I think he's finally. For athletes, like football players, they have a small window. Tennis players have a generally small window. Basketball players can, if they change their style of play, they can draw out their career. You know what I mean? They can learn to play away from the basket. They can learn to rebound better, maybe play defense, learn a jump shot so they don't have to go to the rim like Vince Carter at 41 years old now. I'm serious. So with golf, these guys continually reinvent their swing and how it feels because they might get shoulder injuries or back injuries.
He had back injury, right?
So he has been dealing with several injuries for a long time, and I think he's finally gotten to the point where he's figured out how he has to play. And I think it can be very dangerous.
It's like,
like
as a pitcher, as you grow old, when you no longer have that 98 that you can reach back for, he's now learning to paint, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
All right, I gotcha.
All right. So, we're going to move on to the fresh plugs.
This stuff is really fresh.
Yes.
That was so sick.
Yeah.
Can we just hit it one more time?
Oh, I haven't gotten that transition down yet.
No problem.
So what's up? Hopefully the mic sounds a little bit better now. Hopefully there's not too much echo in this. So fresh plugs for this week, this Sunday at Pinpoint in Fayetteville. It's, for those of you who didn't know, it's a pinball bar owned by none other than Bo Counts, who also runs another live stream podcast called the Drive-In Speaker Box. So that's his bar. He's got a dope art. It's just literally right behind the guy sitting right there, right? It's literally like a few steps away. And then our good buddy Jordan, who started kind of like a food blog. Well, I wouldn't say it's a blog yet. It's more supposed to be a vlog. He's gonna do this barbecue cookout. It's gonna be this all out. It's gonna be a good time. He's gonna be barbecuing loads of, I don't know what's. Yeah.
He's got
No.
He ordered cheese wheels, cheese wheels. Not one.
I haven't known him long, but I've noticed that when he does something, he doesn't hold back. He goes all the way in.
He goes
all the way in.
No, Jordan definitely, the guy has.
He's Vince Carter in there.
He's got a good palate, so it'll be some good stuff. I think if you guys have time,
Got the
check
elbow
it
in
out.
there.
Yeah.
Pinpoint got some good cocktails, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pinpoint's a really cool bar. You got skee ball, you got all kinds of games. They always got the quarters. You just go up there, give them your cash, get some quarters for the machines, have a couple drinks, chill. It's a really really cool spot. If you haven't been there, you're missing out, and it's a shame. So don't miss out.
TATS
Don't
will
be
be there.
shameful.
So this Sunday.
Come this Sunday, and let's all have some fun. Be there by 2:00.
Right on. So next plug we have Studio Certified. We've plugged him before, and I keep hearing echo, and it's throwing me off. Studio Certified, M Balls. He did the intro theme, the song. Hopefully we'll talk more about it once he's on the show next. Next one we have 2 weeks ago we were at the Boys and Girls Club for the local celebrity basketball game.
Yes, you guys.
Shout out to John Coffey and Micah.
Cafe.
They are.
Cafe.
They were putting in a lot of work. It was a great time. I still need to cut the footage, or if someone wants to cut the footage for me, that would be very, very helpful. So Fayette Village, hopefully we'll get the Fayette Village crew on the stream sometime.
That'd be
Anyways,
cool.
that's it for the fresh plugs. Peace.
Well, I guess we're on. No, they didn't. Andy, why don't you start it off?
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
Oh, no, she didn't.
My man.
Was it pretty close?
That was pretty close. So, you guys have to let me know about the score, right? So, Curry shot a 86 at the Eli May Classic this past weekend. I don't know what 86 means.
Well, okay. So when you have a golf course,
you want the
take,
lowest, right?
But you take the total number of pars. Okay, a par means you broke even on that hole. Okay, and whatever it is, that's the course record, basically. Right? Well, not the record. The record is the whatever. But that's the course. That's par for the course.
Okay.
So, depending on what he had for the 18 holes, it's usually like a 75 or something.
72.
Yeah, like it's something in that range. You know, because depending on how many par fours, par fives. Yeah. So he actually might have shot like 5 or 6 over, which is like a scratch golfer. Like he's a really good golfer at 86.
But with that being said, he actually finished last, dead last, 154 out of 154.
Well, he has a jump shot. So
yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Don't worry about when he golfs. He just lands threes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cleveland was a shithole.
He makes your team better.
Yeah.
That's all you need to worry about. His worst golf game will be my best.
Yeah. No, it's true story. True story.
Oh, no, she didn't.
It's not bad at all. And it's probably like a little mini pro-am, people that play all the time.
Yeah.
You know, he's
too busy practicing threes.
For real.
He's putting that work in. You got a season to get ready.
Walk on a golf course and shoot like 10 over, like that's good. That's good, man. He would win a lot of money against business people. I'm sure he'd be all right. So, Isaiah Thomas calls Cleveland a shithole on Facebook Live. Not the original Isaiah, IT3 or IT4, depending on what team he was on. And he says, I see why LeBron James left again.
Yeah, this is Isaiah Mighty Mouse Thomas.
This is his hip replacement Thomas.
This is back the brink truck up Thomas.
Yeah.
I love that line. Back the brink truck up. I'm getting my 100 mil.
Yeah.
Except not in Cleveland or LA or anywhere this year.
Anywhere this year. He said it 2 years ago.
I hope he's averaged over 20 points a game.
Well, the thing is, like, Isaiah's not going to be your winning point guard.
He's a defensive like last.
But he deserves a block. I mean, he's a stellar point guard. I don't know. They're hating. That's all I can say. When he can go one-on-one with players like Jimmy Butler and lead the Boston Celtics to wins and stuff, and I watch him, and Sacramento, like being the best player when Cousins was there, he was the best player even when Cousins was there. He was the most electric player. I'm not hating on Cousins, on Thomas. Are you? Because would you move to Cleveland?
I mean, apparently it's a shithole. I don't know. I want to call Troy. I'm going to use call a friend. I'm going to use call a friend and be like...
Donald Trump can call African and Hispanic nations shitholes. Why can't he call Cleveland a shithole?
Because people aren't... I mean...
the president of the United States, who's supposed to be above all that type of stuff... No,
I was supposed to say, like... Cleveland, man, it's not a bad place, man. I like it. I like Cleveland.
So you live in Cleveland?
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't live really close to the lake because you get snowed on. You get like when it snows, you just get buried. You know? Oh man, it's terrible. But
so it's cold. It's cold. I'm saying it's cold in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's cold.
What is there to do there? Like, what would you do there over here?
Whatever we can do here, we can do there.
So would you rather do it there or here?
Well, I've been living here for 12 years, so you know, I mean, this is more my home, but over there it ain't bad, man.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, you get Baker Mayfield, you get Colin Sexton, you know, so why not?
All right, let me ask you like this.
Actually, the only question I have for Sam for Cleveland is, do they have a casino?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Let's move.
Casino downtown.
So
no, it's called. Yeah, it's called. Yeah.
So someone walks up to you and says you can pick anywhere in the United States to live, and you're gonna go Cleveland.
No.
Probably.
So where would you rank it on the list of top cities, just off the top of your head?
Like depends on for what reasons. To live.
1 to 100, where does it rank in the top cities? In your opinion?
It's like in the
a place to live.
Like a pro sports town.
No, just he called it a shithole. So I want to know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick. It probably wouldn't be my top 5, but it'd be ahead of places like.
But it'll be in your top 100.
That city down the road, like 100 miles away, that city, Pittsburgh, it'd be ahead of Pittsburgh. It'd be ahead of Pittsburgh.
So Cleveland's nicer than Pittsburgh, dude.
I like it. Yeah, dude. Pittsburgh, man, it's so hilly, man. when any kind of snow comes down, you see your car slipping and sliding.
We're talking about quality of life.
Hey, exactly. That's
You talking about? It's still
Wintertime, there's no
snowing.
quality of life. He's saying in wintertime, you could die.
Oh man, it gets crazy out there, man. It's so hilly.
You're killing me, yo.
There's no. Oh man.
You're killing me. I'm dead. I would never. Yo, you couldn't pay me to live in Cleveland. Well, you might. Maybe you could if you're paying me to live.
Hey, Daniel's dead. He's dead.
You can't do it. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Hey, where's Bernard? Where's Bernard?
All right, now, okay, let's move on to the, what's after this? Okay, so Lamar Woodley advises Le'Veon Bell to stay out of the strip clubs. This is a really funny clip, so just give us a minute here. But yeah, this is a really, really funny clip.
Cleveland was a shithole.
Oh, there's a shithole.
See why Brown left.
See why Brown?
See why Brown left.
Cool.
Hey, that angle makes him look bigger. Is that why you did
That's why he did it. Yeah, he was down here like, yo, I'm like 7'2".
7'2".
I just made it. I'm 6 feet even.
6 feet even.
Cleveland was a shithole. See why Brown left.
Oh, look, this is when the original team that started the season. Look at Jay Crowder didn't look comfortable.
That could have been a really good team.
Could have.
Oh, are we missing the strip club TMZ one?
All right.
Okay.
So we'll move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay if we lost it.
It's all right. We'll move on.
Yeah, we can just finish up.
So we got. Yes, they did.
Huh?
Is it just one of those situations where you're like, yo, if you're Le'Veon Bell and they're obviously not meeting you where you want to meet, that you're like, yo, I'm not gonna risk my body at camp?
Oh, definitely.
Or at preseason, you know?
Definitely. You know, I understand what he's doing. You know, but at the same time, you got to keep the attention down a little bit.
So no strip clubs?
No strip club.
You reckon?
No strip club. You know, it's okay. It's okay to have a little fun.
Yeah.
But I have to say no strip club. Stay out the limelight that way and just work because the big deal about to get ready to come.
I feel that. How about the studio? Stay out the studio or
stay in the studio. Stay in the studio because that's him. You know, that's his diary. That's his chance to go out there and speak his mind a little bit and enjoy what he's doing. He still got to have some fun, but I'll say stay out the strip club and that's out the limelight.
I don't understand. What do you think? Stay out of the strip club.
You're the professional.
Hell no. Hell no. You can't tell nobody to stay out of the strip club.
I agree.
Oh, man.
I agree.
Come on. Shit.
They're like, I've never been before.
Our strip clubs are for women too. So.
That is true.
I mean, I can't tell somebody how to spend their money when you got so much that it don't matter when you throw it. Like he could just throw.
He's waiting for his brink truck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's had one every year for the last. It's 10 million a year. 10 million a year. 10 million a year.
Some of those dancers have got their brake truck come in.
Oh yeah, that's what they need. They're just waiting for their pay. You know, if you're a stripper, you're waiting for somebody famous to come through, right? You want to get taken care of.
What brings us, what Mike Tomlin said was even funnier. If you think about this, Mike Tomlin a couple weeks ago said, "I hope he comes in better shape than he came in last season, ready to go." And now he's at the strip club.
Yeah.
It's in good shape.
It's a bad look, I'll say that, but nah, man.
I'm just saying.
I mean, like for me, he feels disrespected.
Yeah,
you know, he's giving it all to this organization, and every year, like the thing is, like I don't know if I've ever said it on air, but I hate the franchise tag. Like I hate it. Hate the franchise tag. I feel like it's disrespectful. I mean, especially for a running back, they have low shelf life. They're very small lifespan in the NFL, and for you to tag them 3 straight years, I feel like that's disrespectful. Obviously, you're not. So it's just like, well, how much do you really want to give to this team this year when you know after this year you're donezo, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anybody who's been slapped the franchise tag. Like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, when it first came out, when it first came out, players were happy because they were getting paid max dollars.
Okay.
And that was the incentive for them to get it. So once they realized, a couple seasons in, that teams could just keep you on a leash for almost as long as they wanted without really giving you security, then it became an issue.
I'm okay with 1 year franchise tag, but after that, like that's it.
Yeah,
like not 3 years. I mean, like, you know, like again, like these guys could get hurt, and I mean, this is all they do. You know, some guys are not born at strip clubs. Some guys are trying to take care of their family, taking care of generation. That's generational wealth, you know. And you could zap this away from them because you're like, hey, this is a business decision. Yeah, he's been the top guy. We use him so much, but you know what? let me just tag you. Let's see how you do this year, right? What he's done this year, he's already shown over the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, right? Nothing's changed. This is me. This is what I bring, right? You don't want it, then stop tagging me, right? Let me move on.
So you guys both agree it's messed up the way the situation has been handled for Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, yeah, man. They ain't trying to pay him. Pay him.
Yeah, they're not trying to pay him.
They ain't trying to pay him. That's what I don't want to. That's what I don't like to see. Like when dude putting out. So
yeah,
he's been.
I mean, like.
He had like 65% of the touches. You know what I mean?
He has been the most productive running back in the last 4 seasons. And he missed the season with a knee injury on a dirty play.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, he's given them a lot. He's been there. He's been part of the Killer Bees. He, if he was smart, he would have his agent put on in a call to Bill Belichick, the Patriots, or Seattle. Really need a running back right now because both their rookie running backs got injured. They're going to be out for a while.
Can you imagine Brady with a legit running back?
Or Russell Wilson with another legit running back like Le'Veon Bell who can catch and run?
No.
I think they can make waves, and if these teams operated anything like the NBA or the MLB, he wouldn't be in Pittsburgh right now.
Oh, yeah.
But the NFL's too conservative.
No. Dude, man, I'm all about my guys getting paid. You know? Like, like the one thing I would never do is, like, I would never mess with somebody's money. This guy needs to get paid. If he's not getting paid, that's disrespectful, right? So next episode, I want you guys to leave this in the comment. We're going to discuss where he should go next year. All right? Drop it in the comments. Let us know why. We'll cover it on the next show.
And that's it for Oh, No, They Didn't.
Oh, no, they didn't.
So we're going to move on to
Oh, yes, she did.
Oh, that was perfect.
With the plug.
That was perfect. All right. So we got LeBron James playing with us a little bit.
It's not his name when this picture comes up.
Oh, is it?
It's LeSwolian.
It's
LeSwole James.
So if y'all can't see the top caption, it says Luke said I may be playing more 5 this year.
Small ball against Golden State, right?
Got jacked. Hey man, you know we already talked about Lakers def lineup versus Hampton Fives. It don't match up.
I don't know, but Sam pointed out a really cool part of this photo that had me cracking up earlier.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it till now either.
Hey, look how strong he is, man. He's flattening the ball.
just by holding it.
Yeah, just holding it. He's not really flattening it.
Look how focused he is. He's like, yo, man, this free throw gotta go in. Free throw gotta go in. I can't let Jay.
The ball pops before it goes in, like before he even throws up.
No, really though, man. I mean, it's kind of off topic, but arms that big, it'd be hard to shoot a free throw, man.
Oh yeah, you. That's how Shaq felt. Those are probably Shaq's arms tattooed on there.
Oh man. That's funny.
That's hilarious, man. But what was really cool is if he does play the 5 this year, that'll allow him to run small ball lineups against teams like Houston, Golden State. OKC can run a small ball lineup.
Yeah.
Dallas can run a small ball lineup. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of teams in the West right now who can run Phoenix.
Oh no, Dallas still using the traditional 5. DeAndre Jordan's traditional 5. Back against the basket.
But they can still run a small. They have like Wes Matthews, who's like, you know what I mean. They have several people where they can just run small ball.
Dirk at the 5.
Dennis Smith, Jr.
Dennis Smith.
Dirk won't even play in that round. He'll just because he's gonna play at 15 minutes. What up, Bree? We share this spot.
No.
We share it.
No, we'll just scoot aside a little bit. Like this area right here, probably enough window space to see the legs, right? It's probably enough space right there.
In honor of Brielle.
Don't do it. We're losing views right now. We're losing views.
All right. So where are we at here? We have one more thing left here, huh?
Yeah, we got one more. So
I can't pronounce his last name.
It's pronounced Lariano. Yeah, Lariano. So we got a clip for y'all here, but this guy fires a bullet.
Is it just one of those situations where you're like, yo, if you're Le'Veon Bell and they're obviously not meeting you where you want to meet, that you're like, yo, I'm not gonna risk my.
He's a center fielder.
There goes.
So he's in the deepest part of the
center
park.
field. Mariano on the run, and he makes the catch. They got a chance to double up Young, and the throw is in time, and he got it. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
That throw to Canna, it wasn't from the cutoff man. It was from Laureano.
That was amazing.
I mean, the
That
catch
amazing.
alone was
Simply an amazing
enough.
play.
But to finish it off with the double play,
I think he's maybe like one. He's like 2 steps in from the dirt.
They said it was like 100 miles an hour. Like he chucked that thing.
Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. Did y'all hear that? No, I was telling Sal, at the end of the clip, I don't know who it was. It was either one of the commentators, one of the analysts, or he's like, you will never see anything like that in your life. And I was just thinking of Sam.
That is Sam's line.
That is Sam's line. I was just like,
the rest of your life.
yeah,
There we go.
the rest of his life.
Yes. Well, guys, I want to ask you a quick question before we, end the show and everything this week. What are you looking forward to next week?
Man, I think next week, I want to see a little bit more NFL action. A lot of guys are dropping like flies, so it's for like injury, just getting cut. Ready to see the roster getting finalized. I mean, I'm just ready for football. Baseball's been a drag. Basketball's not starting for a while, so excited about football. I want to see the highlights.
Me, I'm excited about football.
Football.
The English Premier League started last weekend. Spanish La Liga starts this weekend.
La Liga.
La Primera.
I wasn't talking over you. Keep going. Keep going.
Nah, but it starts this weekend. Italian League. Ronaldo plays. It's coming up weekend, so.
So you're excited?
Yeah.
You got some soccer coming
All
up.
the football is
So
there.
you want football americano?
Yeah, I just want to see the highlights. Just football around the rest of the world.
You got anything you're looking forward to this weekend? You got anything you're looking forward to this week?
Man, just some grind, man. Just interview my face event, pinpoint. A lot of things, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because the eats. It's all about the eats.
Yeah.
It's all about the eats. So Jordan
Food
put
is
together
life.
this event, and everybody should be there Sunday, Pinpoint Fayetteville. All you got to do is come over to North Street. You see the big parking lot. It's right there. It's not hard to find. Come check it out. We'll put a link in the description.
Yep.
So you guys
Hey,
can kind of see
come
what's
check
up.
us out. We'll all be there.
Yes, you can meet the TATS crew live. Tuna's extra hot, so all you ladies, if you want a 9 or a 10, I got one here for you. If you want a bunch of 5s, you know what I mean? He's married, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, very.
Like,
Yeah, I don't live the NBA lifestyle. Sorry.
But me and Sam together are a solid 10. And you just won't be going home with me either, so sorry.
For me.
But on that note, this has been
2 Asians.
Talk sports.
We out.
Peace.
TATS. 2 Asians talk sports.